successful.
Now, we also have in this game the first varsity start for both quarterbacks, T.J. Kenny for Holy Cross and for Seymour, Joe Deptula. Ought to be interesting to see these two young men in their first start.
Really does, and I think a lot is going to depend upon how well the initial part of the football game goes for both quarterbacks. I don't think either coach wants to put these guys in a situation where they have to make big plays. They're going to stay very basic early, and I think try and gain some confidence for both young men. They've done well in the scrimmages, but this is a different night for them, and both football teams very strong in this NVL, and it's a big game for both teams.
All right, what can our viewers look for tonight?
I think Seymour gives you a lot to look at offensively. Bobby Kello is known for his offense. He's going to give you a lot to think about. I know Mike Phelan is concerned about the number of formations and the things that Seymour will do. On the other side, it's a little bit of a concern, I think, for Seymour as to what Holy Cross is going to do, considering Mike is first time in the coaching position. So it'll be interesting. I think both teams are going to feel themselves out in the first half.
And we'll be right back with Holy Cross Seymour football right after this. High school football opener here at Ray Snyder Field at Municipal Stadium in Waterbury. And you get a look at the Seymour huddle on the opposite side of the field. Now, we will note that I think our viewers know that Seymour is going to be playing all their games on the road, but this was originally a road game for the Wildcats. And Seymour did win, Buddy, the opening coin flip, but they've deferred their option. So Holy Cross will get the football to begin the football game. We got another great evening here.
Beautiful, considering this morning with the water, it hasn't affected the field, and conditions are great for this football game. The Seymour Wildcats, in deferring, I think, want to give their defense a chance to play first. You like to get your defense an opportunity to play rather than putting your offense in a position of making a mistake if you possibly can.
And Paul Sponheimer is more pleased with his defense at this point of the season than he is in the offense. The offense, he wants to be more consistent. Of course, Buddy, what has to be going through the mind of Mike Phelan here? First-year coach at Holy Cross, you've experienced it.
A little nervousness, obviously. First year, first game against a pretty good football team, and right now you start thinking, what have I forgotten to do? And really, you just got to let the kids strap it on and go play. And as soon as that football is kicked off, I think Mike will get right into this one. He'll be ready to go.
That is Tony Rinaldi set to kick it off for the Wildcats. End over end, coming in the direction of DeVito. Mark DeVito for the Crusaders. And he's taken down just outside the 20-yard line by Jason Frazier.
Frazier did a great job coming down. Ball carrier looked a little bit, trying to find an opening. Frazier just decked him.
Let's take a look at the Holy Cross offense. The quarterback is T.J. Kenny in his first start at the quarterback position, a 5'10", 170-pound junior. Fullback is Joe Ridgey. The tailback, the one and the only, Brian Binkowski. One of the best, if not the best, running backs in the NVL. Mark Rizza and Mark DeVito are the wideouts, and now you get a look at the offensive line. And that's an experienced offensive line for Coach Mike Phelan's team. Handoff inside, little yardage. That's Binkowski. He's brought down by the whole center of that Seymour defense. Let's take a look now at that Seymour defense. The front four, first of all, the tackles are Brian Catlin and Kurt Perrell. The ends are Sean Cavanaugh and Mike Capusta. The backers, Justin Pepio, keys the linebacking crew, along with Matt Tursky and Jake Tucciarone. The secondary, Rinaldi, E.J. Leary, Rob Cassini, and Mike Arroyo. Second down, and they'll give it to Ridgey, the fullback, on a short hitter. Leary from the secondary on the stop.
Perrell also in there. Kurt Perrell also in on the stop. Tried the fullback on a quick trap. Brings up a third, about 6 for the Holy Cross offense. Both teams, I think, are going to feel each other out here early in this football game. With Binkowski, though, you've always got an opportunity with a big play. He's a good football player.
Rizza along with DeVito out to the right side. Second back, that's Binkowski trying to get to the corner. He's upended there. That's a great tackle. Mike Arroyo. And the Cats have stopped Holy Cross on their first offensive possession.
That's a good defensive series. You see Binkowski coming off the field. Great job by Mike Arroyo, the senior, coming up from his cornerback position as Binkowski tried to get to the outside. They lost about a yard on that play, so it's a 4th and about 7 for the Holy Cross Crusaders.
Now the punter, and he does all the kicking for Holy Cross, is Gomulinski. And Jeff standing just outside his 10-yard line. Gets off a punt. And it's just going to roll to a rest just outside the 30-yard line. Seymour Wildcats will get a look at the Wildcats in their first offensive possession of the year. Let's take a look at that offense. And in his first start at quarterback, it's the sophomore, 5'9", 154-pound Joe Deptula. Fullback is Tony Valencia. The tailback is Charlie Rizzio, who'll be counted on for most of the yardage on the ground this year. Mike Arroyo and Tony Rinaldi, they're the wideouts. And now you get a look at the offensive line. That's a veteran offensive line. The youngster in there, the center, Jeff Gilbert. It's Pepe coming to the left side. And Deptula, his first snap as a varsity quarterback. And it's Rizzio on a blast play, taken down by Cashman. And, Buddy, you and I have called Cashman's name an awful lot of times here.
Solid football player, just a blast. They lead with the fullback, Valencia just trying to find an opening for Rizzio, and great job by Mike Cashman. They'll pick up about 4 yards, though. Not bad for Rizzio on his first carry.
Well, when we get a chance, we'll take a look at the Holy Cross defense with you. Just underway from here at Ray Snyder Field at Municipal Stadium. Give inside to the fullback. That's Valencia as Deptula carries out his fake. Preuss on the stop, one of the backers.
Quick trap up inside for Tony Valencia. Good blocking in front by Kavanaugh, Gilbert, and Capusta. Close to that first down. It'll be third and about a yard for Seymour. Just across the 40-yard line, about the 41.5.
You know, Buddy, too, that both of these staffs, they really want to run, both of these programs, they want to run the football. And
in high school, if you can run, you can win.
And they've been successful at it. Third and short. Pepe will set up to the right side as a tight end. I formation. And the play is stopped in the backfield for a loss. Preuss on the stop. So both teams stopped in their initial offensive series.
They come and try and come quickly inside. You got McGill, who's right in there, number 54, was unblocked, went right into the fullback. Loss of about 3.5 to 4, and it's a punting situation.
Back deep is Mark DeVito, single safety. And the punter is Seth Moranek. And Seth's punt sails out of bounds at the 22-yard line, where Holy Cross will go on offense for their second possession of the 2000 season in this Naugatuck Valley League contest. And how do you, I don't know if both coaches or if either coach really would have wanted to open up with as tough of an opponent. It's either, you know, you're shaking your head, no, of course not. But
no, but you're going to find out real quick what you have as a football team, and it gives you something to shoot for. These two are solid football teams in the NVL, both teams looking to be around at the end of the season for the title, and obviously a big game first, but you got to play them sometime.
Second back, he gets it to the short side. Binkowski, what a hit. What a big major league hit.
They came with a counter, and Mr. Binkowski got stood up at the line of scrimmage. And I'm not sure who to give credit to. Maybe 42 because he's taking his hat off. But let's find out. I don't know who on that defense for Seymour got credit for that one. But, boy, that was a solid pop. Binkowski got to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I felt his pain up here. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the 22. Quarterback is Kenny. And Kenny on the option will roll right, and it's going to be Tucheron dragging him down.
Jake Tucheron does a great job in playing off the block. He's going to get taken right on the line of scrimmage. I watch how he plays outside and just Comes off into the quarterback. Kenny has no place to go, and Tucherone will get credit for that play. And about a loss of a half yard. Great job by the junior, Jake Tucherone.
Punt team, be ready.
Checking in at one of the wide receiver spots is Gary Nowakowski. As Holy Cross out of your picture now, they're showing trips to the right side. And Kenny winds up throws for Sinnott. It's a jump ball and ruled incomplete. This side of the field, the fans thought there was a completion. Goes incomplete. Kenny's pass for Sinnott.
Three-step drop for the quarterback, and then he just hoists it up. He tries to get Sinnott just on a fly pattern straight down the far sideline. Good coverage by Seymour. The safety's going to come over and get involved on the jump ball. The Wildcats knock it down. Good job by Rinaldi, and it'll go as an incompletion and bring up a punting situation.
You're up.
Back to punt is Gomulinski's second one of the evening, and he gets it off, and we're going to get a flag. It's going to be against the Wildcats. And on the other end, that was Matt Bukaris, but Holy Cross is going to get a first down.
Seymour had an opportunity, and I don't know who the young man was who's going to get the penalty if we can get it back, but he had a shot. He took his shot. He just missed it. Unfortunately for Seymour, he got all of the kicker. So this is going to bring Holy Cross, the offense, back out onto the football field, and they're going to pick up a first down on that penalty.
And the football all the way up to the 39-yard line.
First down, ball on the 39-yard line.
Bukowski's on the bench.
Bukowski's on the bench.
Out to the bottom part of your screen, that is DeVito, the 5'10", 155-pound senior. On first down. The tailback, that is Sinnott, now in at the tailback spot.
Binkowski is sitting on the bench in front of us. Sinnott just tries to follow his fullback on an off-tackle blast, and a good job by the Wildcats just closing that right down. And not a good sign for Holy Cross if number 27 is sitting on the bench. Mr. Binkowski is a big part of that offense. We said in the pregame conference here that he's a big part, and if he doesn't play, it's going to be tough for the Crusaders. 2nd and 10 at the 39 in the first quarter here. They're scoreless. And sliding forward for some good yardage. That's, by the way, that's a new fullback, Ron Termel, with a 55 number. Gotta love him. Just a straight ahead play, a little trap on the inside, and good blocking up there by Veslu, McGill, and Cashman to open that hole for number 55, Ron Termel. He's a senior.
Ron normally will play that left guard for Holy Cross, but Coach Mike Phelan did give his name as a backup fullback. And we're also looking at Big Cow. You and I are looking.
Just mentioned, our executive producer, that they look like they're checking him for a concussion. I think they are. He's down with the doctor. And that last hit that we saw on that far sideline shook up a little bit more than we thought.
So it's the ball to Kyle Sinnott, one of the captains, and Kyle picks up the first down to the Seymour 48-yard line.
Misdirection. They fake to the fullback, come back to Sinnott. Or excuse me, this is just a straight-out blast. A great block inside by Trammell as he pancakes the tackle inside, allows Sinnott to pick up the first down. Great block in there. As you see the doctor just finishing with Brian Binkowski here on the sideline.
First down for Holy Cross at the 48. Second back, Sinnott trying to swing wide to the left side. He's going to be pinned down in the backfield right at midfield by a couple of the Cats.
Brought down by 54.
A couple guys had a quick shot at him. Kapusta has him in the backfield. Then number 42, Jake, has an opportunity here. Doesn't get him, and then they finally grab him at the line of scrimmage. Tucherone had an opportunity also. Could not drag him down. Picks up, well, he actually loses about a half yard.
Bottom of your screen, that is Rizza. Second and 11. Kenny will throw, but he is whacked, unloads, and it's almost picked off. Leary was closest to the football, so it'll be a 3rd and 11 from midfield.
Somebody comes unblocked. That's Kavanaugh. He just comes right up inside, gets a piece of Kenny's. He unloads. Could not get a completion on that one. That's a big hit from the senior, Sean Kavanaugh. Good job from his defensive end position.
And both Kavanaugh and Kapusta have been cited by Coach Sponheimer for their stellar play in preseason. He thinks he's got 2 quick defensive ends. And overall quickness on that defense. A little bit of confusion, and we've got a break in the action, and that'll give us this opportunity to say that we'll be right back right after this. Coaching is his first game as a head coach here in football. Now, Mike Phelan coaches JV basketball at Holy Cross, but he asked him if there's a difference between coaching basketball and football.
Well, basketball we play twice a week, and football just once a week. So basically, the practices are a lot longer. We do a lot of individual teaching with football, whereas basketball, it's a lot of up and down, quick action. But I would say, going to this first game, we had a month to prepare, and in basketball we have a couple weeks. So I think that's the big difference. But I love doing them both. I also coach baseball, so I have a lot of experience with it.
Buddy also talked to Coach Paul Sponheimer of the Seymour Wildcats before the game, and he asked the veteran coach if a new coach presents any problems to coach against.
Most definitely. I mean, I have no idea what Mike's thinking about doing. What he, I know his personnel, and I guess you sort of think, what would you do with his personnel if you were coaching him? But not having an opportunity to see him at all, other than the last scrimmage, you get no feel for it whatsoever, because last scrimmage, just like everybody else, he wants to come out of that healthy. So yeah, I really have an empty gut right now on what to expect, other than Mike Fallon's going to be over there and I'm going to be over here, and hopefully the boys in between will do fine.
3rd and 11, the ball into Seymour territory at the 49-yard line. And the give to Sinnott out of the tailback spot, a couple of stiff arms, and Sinnott with a fine run down to the 40-yard line before he's taken down by a couple of the cats. Tucherone around there, Leary, and also Sean Kavanaugh.
Holy Cross went away from their strength, but back toward the tight end, and Sinnott's able to bounce it outside. He's going to be about 3 yards short. Tucherone finally drags him down. Not a bad run by Sinnott, and able to get to the outside against that Seymour defense, and it's a 4th down. We'll see what Holy Cross chooses to do here. It looks like they're going to go for it.
4th and 3 at the 41 of Seymour. Sinnott tries the same side. He will be stopped short of the 1st down.
Stopped short by Sean Kavanaugh, 72.
Sean Kavanaugh.
Rinaldi's going to come up too as he tries to bounce it to the outside. He really runs away from his blocking. You see number 88 come in there, Rinaldi. He gets a piece of him, and then Kavanaugh will get help to drags him down. But good job initially by Tony Rinaldi in closing down the inside and preventing Rinaldi from getting out for the 1st down. Seymour will take over.
At their 41, and as advertised, we've got a good one between these 2 contenders for the Naugatuck Valley Crown for the year 2000. Straight blast play to the tailback. That's the junior, Rizzio.
There's a base play of the Seymour offense. They get Kapusta and Thompson pulling back into this. You see the guard and tackle there, 74 or 54 and 78 get in front of it, and it allows the back to get up inside and pick up pretty good yardage. About 6-yard gain for Seymour. They'll come at you with that play all day.
Ventresca, the defensive end, on the tackle. 2nd down. Deptula winds, throws, completes to the tight end. Pepe maintains his feet and now loses the football. And it'll be Holy Cross's ball.
Joe Deptula does a great job. He stays with his fake to the fullback. Watch him ride the fullback. Comes out of it and just hits the Pepe on a quick slant. Pepe is wide open. A lot of room to run, and as he's going down, he loses the football. Tries to get a little extra, and the ball pops loose. Holy Cross will recover. Number 19 for the Crusaders. That's Mike Rizza. Right around the football, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Holy Cross. 1:45 left to go in this first quarter. But a great play that time by Seymour. A nice job by Deptula on the ride in, the throw to his receiver.
So the Crusaders, their 3rd offensive possession of the football game. Give to the tailback. And I'm looking to see if that is Binkowski out there or...
It is. He's back in the football game. Binkowski is back inside at the tailback. Just tries to come straight up the middle and follow his fullback. Does not get a lot, maybe a yard for him. Seymour does a pretty good job inside. Catlin, Porrell, along with Capuste and Kavanaugh. Pepe at the middle linebacker are doing a pretty good job in reading that last play by Holy Cross.
2nd and 9 for Holy Cross. We've got about a minute left to go here. The fullback, the first part of that offense, of the option, it's Ridgey and Porrell on the stop, the defensive tackle.
Just trying to get the ball to Rizzi and find an opening. A little bit like the freeze option where they just try and step back and allow the fullback to come, but not like Cheshire runs it. A little more of a belly to it as you see the clock winding down here. A big 3rd down for the Crusaders.
I formation, the toss, that's to Binkowski. And he's knocked off his wheels, and a flag is also dropped on the play as he comes to the near sidelines. Pepe around the football for Seymour.
Little pitch, they get number 66 out in front of it, pulling around the corner and trying to free up an opening for Binkowski. Again, Rinaldi comes in, closes it down, and then he gets help from the backside. You're going to have a penalty here against Holy Cross. See if Seymour chooses to take it. It's a clipping penalty, and Seymour will refuse, and Holy Cross will be forced to punt the football.
14 3/10 of a second remaining here in the first quarter. Okay, now Buddy does tell me that's not field officials. Okay, it is not the official time, the scoreboard clock. It is being kept on the field.
Got a Seymour player who was injured on that. Whether it was the player who was clipped, I don't know, but he is down, and the Wildcat training staff is out there with him. They're looking at that leg. And
let me mention, Buddy, that our telemedia football game of the week is brought to you by your friends at Adams Superfood Stores and Gatorade. That's Tucherone getting up. Jake Tucherone. And while the Wildcats have more depth for this 2000 season, I don't know if they can afford to really be losing players. They don't really go that deep. It's the special teams unit in for the Wildcats, as it is a 4th down coming up.
Seymour's going to take a timeout here.
Timeout, Seymour.
Let's also remind our viewers that beginning next week, Adams Superfood Stores Hometown Athlete Feature. That's going to be a feature that salutes a high school athlete weekly. It begins week number 2. And while we have a break in the action here too, Buddy, we'll just go over the new replay schedule for games on all our telemedia high school football games. So get that pen or pencil and jot this down. And we will not quiz you. Sundays and Mondays, 6 p.m. and Thursday at 8 p.m. Notice the new day for the replay. That's Thursday and not Friday. Sunday, Monday, 6 p.m., Thursday, 8. Our replay schedule for our games on telemedia.
Gomulinski to punt.
Gomulinski to punt it away. Back deep for Seymour is Matt Bukaris. Low snap, he fields it on a bounce, and it's blocked by the Cats. It's picked up and run into the end zone. It is going to be a Seymour touchdown on special teams. Matt Tursky picked up the blocked football and ran it in for the first score for Seymour for the 2000 football season.
Last time Seymour almost got to it, but they got the kicker instead of the football. This time they got all of the ball. Tursky is going to pick it up about the 25, and he is going untouched into the end zone for the first points for Seymour of the 2000 season. And a good job by the special teams unit of the Wildcats getting the first points for the Seymour football team.
Tony Rinaldi will attempt the point after, and it's wide to the right, so it is no good.
No good.
And with just a little bit of time left here in the first quarter, Seymour has gotten on the scoreboard first. They lead it 6-0 in special teams.
The little things sometimes make a big difference in football games, and special teams a lot of people discount, but it is a very, very big part of the game. Usually makes up about 1/3 of the plays, and some coaches don't spend the time that Seymour does on the special teams units. They work hard at it and almost had a block the last time. This time they pick up the touchdown. So give that special teams unit some credit, and Tursky with the first touchdown of the season for the Wildcats. And we have brought an end to this first quarter with that play.
So we have completed 1 quarter of play here at Ray Snyder Field at Municipal Stadium in Waterbury. Our first quarter score is Seymour 6 and Holy Cross nothing. Taken down there, the initial hit by Chris Hebert of special teams.
What's up, Junior? Go ahead. Where's Matt?
So Holy Cross will get the football back after the Seymour score. Seymour scoring on special teams. The fullback, that's Ridgey. He's going to be tied up. Pepe from his middle linebacker spot on the stop.
Pepe from his linebacker position just blitzes right up inside, and he looks like the B gap and just takes the fullback on. Rizzi has no place to go. He'll get help from number 14 for Seymour to drag him down. It's E.J. Leary, but no room to go for that running attack.
Football at the 27-yard line. Ridgey is the fullback in the eye. Behind him, Binkowski. And Binkowski with that initial surge, and then he is taken right back. Mike Kapusta first to get to him from his defensive end spot. 6 foot, 187 pound senior.
Again, they just try and follow the fullback to the off tackle hole, and Binkowski has stood up. Kapusta right down on the ground along with Kavanaugh. A lot of help inside by Seymour as they're getting a lot of white jerseys to the football.
3rd and 10. The quarterback is T.J. Kenny. Kenny on a short flare-out pass, throws it to Sinnott, but the Seymour defense is equal to the task. It's Mike Arroyo coming up from the corner to make the stop, along with Deptula, who's now in defensively in the secondary.
Sinnott just tries to run in motion to get to the sidelines. Mike Arroyo would not buy it. He's out there. Good stop, brings up another punting situation. And Seymour defense playing very well here through the first quarter into the beginning of this second period.
4th down. Gomulinski back to punt. And almost is blocked again. Jeff gets it off. It's out of bounds to the near sidelines at about midfield. And Seymour is going to take over. Excellent field position.
About the 45-yard line of the Holy Cross Crusaders. And again, the pressure forced the punter to get a bad kick off. Seymour will have excellent field position. You see Deptula in the huddle, ready to bring his Wildcat offense out. They moved the football very well in the first quarter, did not score the fumble after the pass completion to Pepe, one of their problems, but they moved the football pretty well here in the first quarter of football.
First down for Seymour. Deptula on the read, holds the football himself, and the sophomore gets a couple on the play before he is taken down. Getting up is Ventresca, the 6'2", 230-pound senior captain. Second down, Valencia the fullback, Rizzio behind him as the I-back, and Charlie gets the call. Good initial speed. Gets about a couple on the play before he's driven back by the pack, and Freud first to get to him, the 5'10", 175-pound senior, along with Kyle Sinnott.
Sinnett's the first to make contact. Tremella's in there. Everybody finally gets a piece of him. 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. Look for the option or maybe a throw here off the option, but look for Seymour to put the ball to the outside or throw the football here.
Deptula, that quick slant pattern, completes it. That's to Pepe, and he has a first down for the Cats. It's Paul Nowakowski along with DeVito on the stop.
Same play they just had to Pepe on the fumble. They're just going to ride the fullback inside, then come off to Pepe as he comes straight into the seam, wide open. Excellent throw by Deptula, and this time Mr. Pepe holds on to the football. Seymour picks up the first down. Again, the same play to the opposite side. Bobby Keller comes back with what worked for him just a moment ago in a big situation, gets a big play for his offense.
Ball inside the 15-yard line. Valencia is the up back. Behind him, Rizzio. And again, it is the quarterback, Deptula, fakes inside, and he'll take it off the left side before he's stopped by Ventresca.
Watch Ventula just step back, or Deptula, excuse me, and then just go opposite of the fullback. And that's a little bit of what the freeze option looks like, where you just try and freeze the inside linebackers and then come off the fake with the quarterback either to the option or with the quarterback keeping it. But Holy Cross did a good job in closing it down, picks up a yard. Deptula gets about a yard on that one.
Buddy, I think I'm looking at Matt Thomas out there. 2nd and 9. Sophomore quarterback. Deptula carries out his fake, gives to his running back, Rizzio, for short yardage.
Again, they come with Thompson and Capoose to trap at the off-tackle guard hole right inside, and Holy Cross closes it down very well. Running back had little or no room. He picks up maybe a yard. Again, a big 3rd down here for Seymour. And don't be surprised to see him come back with that same play to Pepe, as he is in that slot to the bottom of your picture, number 45.
On the option, Deptula is going to hold on to it. First to get to him is Sinnott. There's a nice defensive play.
Ventresca also, as he comes out of the option now, rides the fullback, comes in, comes down a little bit, but he cannot get away from Sinnott. Give Kyle Sinnott, the senior, credit. He does a great job in defending that, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for Seymour. It's 4-down territory. I don't know if they have a field goal kicker, but they're going to go for it right here.
Fourth down. Seymour spreads the field. Deptula swings it out in the backfield. Now that is a lateral, and Rizzio did the right thing in trying to track it down. It rolled out of bounds.
Bad play. Seymour gives up 11 or 12 yards on field position here as Deptula just throws the football over the head of the intended receiver. You can see that definitely is backward. It is a lateral. Good job covering it. Holy Cross will take over.
Break in the action. Let's take this timeout. Outside, he's unable to. Jason Frazier, 5'8", 183-pound senior, in for Tucheron.
Leary is also in on this, and this play is not designed to get outside as the fullback is trying to kick out. Vinkowski's got to duck it up back inside. He is not good enough to run through unblocked football players. I don't care where they're playing. He's trying to get outside, and Seymour is just out there waiting for him. His fullback was trying to kick out. He's got to follow the fullback on that one. That was an off-tackle play. He tried to bounce it out, and Seymour right there. Loss of about 5 for the Holy Cross Crusader offense.
Ball at the 28-yard line. It's been a good one. A defensive struggle. Handoff inside. That's to Ridgey for short yardage. Cracks across the 30-yard line.
Ridgey just follows the straight-up blocking of his offensive line, tries to find a little seam. Good job there by number 35 for the Wildcats coming off and making the stop. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Crusaders. They've got to pick up about 11 to get the first down here with about 4:19 left to go in this first half of football.
Third and 11. To the wide side, that's Kenny. He'll option. The ball is loose on the ground, and it's going to be the Wildcats football. Mike Kapusta comes up with the loose football, so the Seymour defense, very opportunistic.
This is just an awful pitch. As the quarterback, Kenny, comes out, he's in a lot of trouble. Number 81, Mike Arroyo, is all over Binkowski. Kapusta right there saying to himself,
if he had his feet, he
if
had
I could
6.
run here, I'd be in the paper tomorrow morning, because he had it a lot of lines and grass in front of him, but he puts his offense in great field position here on that turnover.
Well, Paul Sponheimer knew what he was talking about. His defense is very quick to the football, very consistent in preseason.
Got the fullback inside. Great run.
That's Valencia.
Good job by Deptula carrying out his fate, because everybody was all over him. It shows you that he's executing very well. When the tackle in the end, they're still grabbing him, and the fullback going up inside. If he's reading that option, he's doing an excellent job of reading the tackle and allowing the fullback the football as they pick up about 5.5 yards on that first down. And I'll tell you, if a sophomore is reading that, he's doing a heck of a job, because it's tough to get your kid to read that and to concentrate on reading the tackle when everything else around him is going on.
Deptula is an honor student at Seymour High School. And again, it's Valencia inside.
I don't mean to be negative, but I've seen a lot of guys that are very smart not able to play football. It's a combination you have to have as he reads this. It's different smarts. He's doing a great job with his fullback as he gives it to him inside again. Valencia is going to pick up the first down. Seymour is going to be inside the 10-yard line now with a first down and goal, somewhere around the 5 or 6.
First and goal for Seymour. They already lead at 6-0. Deptula, the sophomore quarterback, his first start. Hands off inside. Again to the fullback, Valencia bangs off the right side. Captain Ron Termel, 5'10", 235-pound senior on the tackle.
Again, a little problem with the mesh. I think Deptula came out a little wider than he wanted. He forced Valencia too wide, unable to get into the hole. The Holy Cross defense right there, and we've got a Seymour player, I think. Or I can't tell whether it's Seymour or Holy Cross. Our vantage point here is not real great, but there is a player down. We'll try and find out who it is.
And this reminder that the Telemedia Football Game of the Week is brought to you by your friends at Adams Superfood Stores and Gatorade. Buddy, we have an opportunity. We've talked about Seymour's offense for some time, many years, the option, and you've commented several times. It's a rather sophisticated offense if you really want all facets of it.
Trammell is the guy that's down for Holy Cross. We hope he's all right. He very tough football player for the Crusaders. He turns over. That's a good sign. Hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of him on that last play. I'm sorry, Eddie. I just wanted to get that in.
Right. Talking about Seymour's offense and their sophistication in the, in what they want to do, and you would think so far that Deptula has a fairly good grasp of it.
Very good grasp of it for a young sophomore to be able to come in and play a pretty sophisticated, as you said, offense. Bobby Kello can give you a lot of things, and if your quarterback is able to handle it, Bobby's going to throw a lot of things at you, and he won't give his quarterback more than he can handle, which is a credit to the coaching staff. But I'll tell you, they like to give you some pictures. They give you a lot of things to think about with formation. Up and walking off the field.
Holding his
Ron
in the
Trammell,
eye.
the senior, he may have taken a little cut off some area of the face around the nose, but that's a good sign as he's coming off. And I'm willing to bet this guy's back in the football game. He's not very long. But again, Bobby is a great offensive coordinator and tough guy to coach against when you're on defense.
Second and goal. The blast play, Rizzio off the left side. He's close to the goal line. As Seymour just playing some smash mouth football here.
Just straight up, you get the fullback coming in to pick up on the linebacker. 76 has an opportunity to make a tackle, loses the fullback, allows him to pick up a couple yards. He is very close to that yard line. Again,
but a great block by Kavanaugh on the play.
Straight up one-on-one blocking, and Seymour is very good at it. They'll come right up into your shoulder pads and push you back.
Third and goal as they're trying to power it in, and it's the sophomore quarterback himself, Deptula, in for the touchdown.
Right behind Kavanaugh, Gilbert, and Kapusta. Deptula for the touchdown, and watch him just follow his center right up behind number 76, the sophomore, Jeff Gilbert, for the 6 points, and Deptula was not even knocked to the ground. He gets in there and does a little strut. See if Seymour goes for 2 here. I think they will. Yes, they will. They're going to go for the 2 points.
They lead it 12-0. Late in the first half of play here at Municipal Stadium.
Ooh, he got drilled.
Deptula's pass will fall incomplete.
Did not get it off. Number 1, right up in the face of quarterback Joe Deptula. He just turns around and watch. It's again, I'm sorry, it's Sinat. He comes in and drills him. No opportunity to get a completion. So a nice touchdown by the Wildcat offense, but give credit to the defense. They set it up with that turnover.
They set it up and they've scored a touchdown. So our score with a little bit more than 1 minute because the scoreboard clock is unofficial. It is Seymour 12 and Holy Cross nothing. Good crowd here at Ray Snyder Field, and a great night for football.
Boy, I tell you, I woke up with a couple of those thunderclaps this morning and said there's no way they're playing football on Friday night.
Fortunately, the system moved rather quickly. Teeing it up for the Cats, that's Rinaldi. And Rinaldi, a former soccer player at Seymour High School. Last year was his first year on the football team. And Tony drills it. That's the Senate at the 10. Kyle with the seam. And then dragged down from behind by Pepe.
Not a bad kick by Rinaldi. Kyle Sinat tries to find an opening. He'll come back to the near side, breaks a tackle, and then Mr. Pepe is going to get a piece of him right there, drag him down. Holy Cross, about 1:15 left. They're on their 33-yard line. Long way to go here for them. They've used 1 timeout. They have 2 remaining in this first half.
So let's set the backfield for you. The fullback is Ridgie, and behind him is Binkowski. Quarterback is the junior T.J. Kenny. Binkowski to the short side. And Bryan knocks down a couple of defenders, bounces it out of bounds, outside his 45-yard line.
This is what Holy Cross needs. They need a little bit of life from number 27. Again, the fullback inside. Binkowski again bounces it outside. This time he's able to get down the sideline, picks up the first down, gets out of bounds. Still 1:10 left in this first half. 1:10 left for the Holy Cross offense.
To the bottom of your screen, that's Rizza. Binkowski with a head of steam. And he's an exciting runner, and he gets it down to the 45 of Seymour. We've got a flag dropped, however, at the 45 of Holy Cross.
This is just off tackle, and this is where Binkowski wanted to go before. You see the fullback kick out. Binkowski breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Tough guy to bring down as he's going to have a first down, but we're going to bring this one back. It's going to be a hold against Holy Cross. So all of that will go for nothing as Binkowski able to pick up the first, but this one's going to be brought back to about the 35-yard line. So again, right back where Holy Cross started with their first down. Now they're 1st and 20.
First and 20 at the 35. Binkowski. This time he slowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Pepe first to get to him. No, check that. Frazier, 35.
Frazier, 35.
Good job by Frazier as he meets Pepe right at, or he meets Binkowski right at the line of scrimmage.
And Jason is taking the place of Jake Tucherone.
I don't know who took the timeout here, so I would think that Seymour took it with a 2nd and 20. I don't think Holy Cross is going to take a timeout here, but we'll see in a minute. But the Crusaders, Binkowski picked up 20. The referee took it right away from him, and Holy Cross needs Binkowski to become part of the running part of the offense, or this football team is in trouble. I don't think they throw the ball very well. They have not really thrown it yet, and we're at the end of this first half. See Eric DeMarco there talking. Bobby Kello in the middle of the huddle with the headsets on. Coach Sponheimer to the right there. Has to be very pleased with his defense and offense. I think Seymour's got to be very happy with this first half of football for their young football team coming into against a pretty good opponent here in Holy Cross. And from what we saw last night, Ansonia, I think, is vulnerable in the NVL this year.
I think there's a few teams there. I think about 4 teams that really have a shot, buddy, at the Northern
They're going to give him a football game. You know, I'm not bet against Ansonia. Wilbert Howard said it all. Ansonia pride. They've got great pride.
And you don't rule out the Greyhounds.
Some good football teams in the NVL this year, and we're looking at 2 pretty good teams right now. Again, just coming up in with the blast. Follow the fullback, Binkowski. Tries to find an opening. Pepe stands him up about 2 yards down the field, and again, another timeout. It'll be a 3rd and very, very long for Holy Cross here. Seymour would like another shot with the football.
I like Binkowski's first step.
He's a tough nut. There's no question about it. I don't like a couple of the things that he's done running the football. He's trying to get outside when his blocking is inside, which you can't do. You think he's got to be a little more structured with his running game and take advantage of the blocks. Even if they're not there, he's got to run the hole because he's not going to break it outside. He doesn't have that kind of speed where he's going to go out and get to the sidelines and beat people down the sidelines.
And we could mention a couple of stats from last year for Brian Binkowski. Ran for nearly 1,300 yards last year and scored 14 touchdowns. And you've mentioned throughout the game, really, Holy Cross needs him. He's a big part of their team, and since they want to run the football.
If T.J. Kenny is not going to put the football up a great deal, and a lot of the offense is going to be based on number 27.
Third and long. Waning moments. Binkowski up the gut. Takes it into Seymour territory.
That's what Mr. Binkowski gives you inside. There's where he's going to beat you. He just comes right off tackle here. Big hole. Good blocking along the front. Minio, Trammell, and McGill. And Boy, Binkowski, he can get through there very quickly.
Tursky corralled him. It's now a 4th down. T.J. Kenny sets up, airs it out. Up for grabs, incomplete. On coverage, Arroyo. The pass was intended for Rizza.
Seymour is going to get a shot here. We've got 3.1. I don't know how close, as you see the jump ball on the outside. Again, a great job by Mike Arroyo just going up and knocking the football down. Holy Cross now will have to play defense for 1 or 2 plays if that clock is right. And Seymour, I think, is going to give you a jump ball somewhere down the field here. Although, I don't know, Bobby Kello may run the option here. They may think they got a better opportunity to beat you with a running play.
So Seymour takes over on downs. Really not quite sure exactly how much time. We just know it is in the waning moments of the first half here. Seymour leads at 12-0. Telemedia's high school football game of the week. It's our opener. A screen to Valencia, and Tony tries to get ahead of steam going. He is tripped up. It was number 40 on the stop for Holy Cross. That's Jonathan Shuley. And a timeout is taken.
Timeout, Seymour.
Deptula goes away and then just comes back with the screen. He's under pressure. You get some pretty good blocks as Valencia able to pick up about 7 on that, and Seymour will take a timeout. The referee controls the time on the field, so we're not sure really how much time is left, but Seymour's going to get at least 1 more opportunity.
In your picture, number 16 on the Seymour sidelines. Buddy, we just had a shot of a young cat who will not see any action this year. Jamie Burns was hurt in the preseason. He was counted on to play a lot of defense on the defensive line, so Jamie out for the year. As Deptula will wind up on 2nd down, throws it downfield as a receiver. Out there, it's picked off, however, on the other end by Nowakowski. And Nowakowski will bring it back on the last play of the first half.
Again, Deptula is just trying to air it out. Good job by Nowakowski, sitting in the center of the zone, just playing the football, does not let the receiver get behind him, and then does a good job of just getting it back out of bounds. But this will bring an end to the first half. Seymour enjoying a 12-0 lead.
So we play
good field position. I think Coach Sponheimer is in there telling his kids, just continue to do what you're doing. He's going to harp on a couple maybe little mistakes they might have made. But for Holy Cross, they've got to come out and just actually get in the football game. There's been no momentum. There's not a lot of enthusiasm for them. Their offense hasn't created any momentum or any enthusiasm, and they've got to get something on the side of the ball for the offense. The defense has done pretty good, but they've been unable to, you know, that touchdown they gave up was because of a turnover, and the other one, go Giants, let's go.
Gomulinski to kick it off. Seymour leads at 12-0. And Seymour defense has played a major role in their lead. And that's Butkaris.
Mike Arroyo with the return, and he sets up Seymour in very good field position with this return. You see the ball bouncing. Number 81 is going to get it in the far side and follows his blockers very well as he picks up good yardage for Seymour.
Well, my mistake. That you're right, buddy. It was Arroyo and not Matt Butkaris. So Seymour will set up at the 35-yard line. The first play from scrimmage in the second half, already leading at 12-0. On that little bit of a quarterback draw, it's Deptula in his first start as a varsity quarterback at Seymour. Picks up about 4 on the play.
Steps back, allows the fullback to clear, and then follows him right up the same hole. Good blocking inside by Seymour. They pick up 4 yards on that first down carry by Deptula, the young quarterback for the Wildcats.
Almost out to the 40-yard line. Rizzio in motion. And it's Deptula holding on to the football. And Rizzio, check that, Deptula down to the 48 of Holy Cross before he's taken down by Ed Hawthorne.
Again, watch him allow the fullback to clear, and then he just comes right behind him. A great big hole over there. Kavanaugh and Gilbert and Big Domino, along with Capusta, are doing their job. Give Thompson credit, too. They're doing their job along the offensive line, providing some wide holes for that Seymour offensive group to get through.
First down, spotted at the 49 of Holy Cross. Rizzio in motion. And the give is to the fullback. That's Valencia. And Valencia may be one on the play. He's tied up there.
They crashed the end right into the quarterback. Deptula this time just gives the fullback the football. We saw Sinnett right on the quarterback.
Matt McGill tied Valencia up there, buddy. So it's a short pickup. It'll be a 2nd and 9.
Big defensive series for Holy Cross. They cannot afford to give up a touchdown here at the beginning of this third quarter.
Rizzio by the shirt. It's McGill, the 6'2", 210-pound senior defensive tackle.
Come with the counter, and just a little slow getting to the line of scrimmage allows McGill to get around the block and make the stop. 3rd and about 7 for the Wildcats. You get a good look at that Holy Cross defense. They're playing a 4 on the front, four down linemen, and that's their base defense.
Seymour will spread the field on 3rd down, and Deptula holds onto the football, and he gets it close to the 40-yard line before he's dragged down by Turmel and McGill.
Again, the quarterback steps back. Guard pulls, gives a false key. That left guard pulls to the right. That's a false key, and Deptula tries to go behind it. That was Kavanaugh on the pull. 4th down for Seymour. They're going for it. I'm surprised here a little bit.
To the bottom of your screen, that is Rinaldi.
And that would be more in keeping.
And they switch into punt formation, and it's blocked by Holy Cross. And it'll be Holy Cross's football in Seymour territory.
They shift, trying to draw the offsides a little bit, I think, and then Deptula is going to punt the football, but somebody comes clean right in the middle. He has no opportunity here. That's a great block of the football, and I tell you what, if I'm Coach Sponheimer, I'm holding my breath as my quarterback goes down on that one.
So the Crusaders, on their first possession of the second half, on the block, take over at the 42 of Seymour.
Holy Cross, I think, has too many guys on the field. They tried to sneak a guy off to the Seymour sideline, and Seymour was pointing at him, going, hey, you can't be over here. Watch, I think it's number 19 who's going to come off here. He was the 12th guy on the field. So they're going to catch an illegal substitution penalty. 19 ran to the wrong side. Tough to mix a green jersey in with all those whites because everybody was pointing the finger.
So the illegal substitution brings the football back 5 yards, back to the 47 of Seymour. Kenny to Binkowski, and Binkowski may be one on the play. He's tied up by the center of that Seymour defense. Frazier's in there, Catlin's in there, Perrell, all around the football.
Tell you, 45, Justin Pepe gets the first hit on Mr. Binkowski, but Holy Cross had some success at the end of the half with Binkowski. They're trying to go right back and
Justin
get
Pepe.
to get Binkowski involved. I think it gets the offense involved, and maybe it gets the fans involved for Holy Cross. They got to get a little momentum.
Should mention Justin Pepe, the captain of Seymour for the 2000 season. To the short side, Binkowski, going nowhere. Leary around the football.
Binkowski tries again to slide it to the outside. See the fullback kick the number 18 out, and Binkowski's just running into him.
So
Tursky just got kicked right into the tackle, and Binkowski's got to stick it back up inside, let the fullback do his job, and then try and pick up whatever he can inside that fullback block. He's not done that tonight.
3rd and long. Straight drop. Kenny, the throw, has the receiver out there, and a completion to Mark DeVito for a Holy Cross first down before he's tackled by Leary on the play. E.J. Leary.
Big play by Holy Cross. Kenny hits his receiver right in the middle of the soft area, just over the hands of Rinaldi. Receiver makes a great catch and a big first down for the Crusader offense.
And the ball at the 24 of Seymour. Binkowski straight up the gut for good yardage on first down. And there's been some life to this side of the field.
Off tackle, watch the fullback. Fullback comes up. You got Trammell with a pretty good block also inside, number 55, and Binkowski for good yardage, very close, about a half a yard short of that first down. You can see the ball right around the 20, about the 21, I guess. Well, 15, actually 15-yard line, huh?
From our vantage point, we're really not high up inside that 20, about the 15, 16. Again, they'll try Binkowski, and he appears to have picked up the first down. And that'll be close to the 10-yard line.
We've got the extra point guy warming up already as Binkowski again goes off tackle, picks up that first down. Gomolowski, the kicker on the sidelines, just you saw there getting ready just in case Holy Cross can score, or possibility of a field goal. 6:09 left in this third quarter.
Well, at the 12-yard line of Seymour. Kenny, hands off inside.
Number 55 again picked up some good yardage.
Trammell in at fullback. And it's good yardage from the captain. 4 captains for Holy Cross for the 2000 season: Trammell, Cashman, Ventresca, and Sinnott. 2nd and 5 inside the 10. Holy Cross can make a first down. We've got a flag drop.
Flag on the play.
And
Someone took a timeout. I know that Seymour. Oh, I thought Seymour took the timeout.
well, they're huddled over on the far sidelines, and with a break in the action, we'll take this quick timeout.
And they did drop a penalty flag, but they have not moved the football, so I think they have waived off whatever penalty there was. The timeout might have superseded that penalty call.
Meanwhile, Holy Cross has it at the Seymour 8-yard line, and they'll go wishbone, short yardage situation. Sinnett's going to be dragged down for a loss on the play. Pepe, the 6-foot, 190-pound senior captain.
Pepe comes through on a stunt inside. He picks up Sinnott before he's able to turn to the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up a big third and about 8.5, 9 yards for that offense. Big play by Justin Pepe from his middle linebacker position.
And Coach Mike Phelan has just sent in the he wants. Now it's a 3rd down, however. Binkowski, what a hit. Number 78, that is big Mike Thompson in DT. Defensive tackle. Mike goes 6 foot 290 pounds.
Binkowski's gotten hit twice very hard, and that was his second time as Thompson just got him up high, clean, again behind the line of scrimmage. And Gargano, you just saw there in blue, athletic, the former head coach with that one too, was the age. That was a solid.
Well, Gomez was set up for a field. This is well within his range. A high snap. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it's good. So Jeff Goins has good field goal here. Gets points out score for Cross with about 4 minutes remaining.
Drive by the Crusaders, they couldn't finish it. Give that Seymour deep when the Wildcats had to strapped up the big hit by Justin and Thompson pushing the field goal. Crusaders now with 4:2 left in the third quarter.
35 for Jeff Gomulinski.
Not a bad Mr. Gomulinski. Kicked the football in years.
Well, matter of fact, the same field, 2 more back. They were undefeated. It comes to take a lead. Holy Cross, the last 2 or 3 minutes. Next drive. Gomulinski kicked goal in the last.
Was it two?
No.
No.
Right. Drive 8 in that for the best kick. Turn, Rizio. Gets it out to the side.
Seymour.
Julie on the top. So our new here at the Ray Snyder Field is 12 in Holy Cross. 7 for the field. And our top media football of the week brought to you by Frank. Down. First down, and it is down. Number 19, Martha. First and the intended to know.
Good fake. Had to hold on and freeze it. Tula gets there. That's a defensive effort. Job by the Holy Cross. It's a good job. 180. For those kinds of message and get the ball awful. Open the run a little.
And down football. The ball out of the Holy Cross. At the
Coach got he got to move on the last. Here back to football. The ball. Tula, Holy big recovery. Gill and company.
McGill.
And the Crusaders are really not momentum to the football. Turnover. Holy 3-4 to go. About 20 of the okay.
The play underway.
The right side of a half pump before the
behind it, Adam Superfood. An athlete teacher. Will school athlete weekly feature next week. Telemedia High School. So it's back 35 more. First 15. The receiver there. On the complete on the 10.
and they it on. Rizzo goes right area for the good catch. Larry Bob catch from down again, knocking at the door.
First Crusader. Think remaining moment here in the third. Ray Snyder Field.
Talking about the full lead. He's his head for the cross. Look at the crowd. They are finally game for the cross.
Pressing at 15-yard line. Second and 7. Is whacked. Another hit. Got home. 109 event.
Kenny does Capusta. Boy, if you're the quarterback, think about that. A lot of minus. Look at he loves came solid.
Some hits in the football game in particular. Benkowski side and the run and side 10 yards.
Pull back, break the. He thinks of bouncing it, kicking out. Benkowski sets the time. Doug excellent for kind of Brian was last year.
Playoff.
Do what you give it. You're not going to bounce it outside the home play. Here comes on here.
Inches up. 8 yard line. More in the lead. 3 at halftime. Enough to
now you see where the Wildcats can hold over to that line. Cross game. Now look for Seymour not head getting time into that backfield. The short they only need Wildcats.
Ridge is the full behind him. Kowski and he has stood. Which might have fallen for the
Benkowski most by himself.
It is first down. Goal.
Watkins does a job. Benkowski to get off there first off the. But that was
from our perspective. Oh, I don't know. Dead. Out of after
play. Just a layman. What make a great effort. And Pepe is watch pitch out. Oh, close. There.
A lot of work.
When they have been playing in plays in the
ball. Driving. Tackle. Down about 5, make the 4.
They don't get first down. I think they're going to go field goal. They needed a 3-point. Won't hurt him. Still too matter how. The end of the period. I think into this.
You want to complete 3 here. Snyder. Stadium. Quarter score. Cross 3. Fourth quarter.
Right now we Cross with 30. Want to touch.
That's a 5-yard goal. The Crusaders. Behind the full bridge. Been count. Handoff. The end zone. Moved by the back for the yards out.
Wk1 counter with the back side. Back with Ben Cashman number 8 get around and lead the end zone. Call Mr. Fay on that one. That's a great going away from fullback, up his play, and not from the standpoint of that to be 2 or 3 would win it for the point here. Drills and score. Seymour and holding. Mike in at half, up his foot. He's been in the game. It's a line turnover. Did it put in the beginning of this fourth quarter? Back in it now. Certainly is on the green jersey. Seymour really crossed, met that on the green. Came in. Better right. I'm not thinking about girls sport that Seymour cross play. Great rivalry. Something. Well, like teams in that have got a strong football, baseball, basketball, great games with soccer. Every they're competitive in every rivalry. Here's kickoff. Goes a deep. And up the and keep it own territory. How you see it now? Think a little bit of this game, and you get a little. Ball is up. The time you ball is too nice for it here. Well, take time. Mike gets back. He loses blocking. Go across the 10-yard line and wow, long way to go. Keeping their own territory. The football though. Valencia first down. Carry for down to the ball. Novalski. There's a lot of room from Valencia blocking. Actually, to the secondary. Good job out in his position. Game offense. No up to the 35-yard line. Valencia, the fullback. To the football. Step 2. And he stopped the line. Valencia drawing meeting room. To open up their raw and trying to a little bit of quarterback and then follow side. McGill and Cap right down. Being off a bit. I bet on a like his leg stiff. Telemedia football game of the week is Adam Super and Gator. And look at our feature next week. Adam Super high school on a weekly basis. Off by Valencia.
Your fullback and 180.
Block front pretty low, but when boom, up by Kessman. About 5 yards, a third. Just short. We got to convert here. They're going fourth, so third down for the Seymour offense. They'd like to drive going. We want to give the football
At the line. A little just back.
Grizzly. No really got him. He just did a quarter through. There's nobody. Yeah, he hit. He
Clipped his leg.
Got angled and the
Lost play. Obvious. Ready for an exciting finish here at Race Field.
not a kick.
Under a run and a fair catch ball for.
It's a great say it. Job. Ball. Overcome. Field position.
You know, it's amazing, but they have these great team as well as their came out for
Senior
Risen Jr. and Novakowski go 380. Take them.
If I was Jerry Legman, I'd be asking around coach, the player.
Big down to the 45. Down by Arroyo.
Bikowski starting to go a little bit. Watch now. As far as the open, him back up. And that one. Cross off. They're the 50. And they've got more. Third quarter. And they're ready to go.
Jump back. And they'll give it to Rich. On second.
They keep the defense like that touchdown call. They went opposite with the an extra here with the run game here in third and fourth quarter.
Kevin on the top for 750-pound defensive as third and at the 42 and to come back to the left side.
Critical
Jumps
mistake.
off. You're not on schedule now.
Now comes the make from a very boy. In the very, very big now on about 5.5 for the Raiders. Struck you to make this. You got to kick. Oh.
Got the first down.
Mounter again, and the is hurting him a little bit. Well, that's the blast. They guys with Gill and Tresca because the left side.
The way a nice play. Could have been a little bit of our run room. Kowski, Joe. Think he's just a great bat. A lot of power.
He gets that yards. I said Pepe as he Kowski. Well, Pepe did a good job. He's still on that.
And for our viewers, holy knee here. Point.
Cashman out. Great.
He'll up finally by Arroyo. And big second down.
68 as he gets. It's been lane here, 68 full. A little bit of a watch the right there, and then he allowed from behind 5-yard line. Big third quarter.
Carry right into the fourth quarter. So goal at 4 line. Fourth touchdown on Holy Cross. And the Crusaders.
Then had some problems when he tries to hang out this time on the corner and end zone. Big third. Brandon on the sideline. I'll tell you what, videos from Adams along with great job. Been would be thinking about taking guys at least they do a job. They run the
And one of Holy Cross coming into the season. Offensive line. McGill, Cashman, all returned last year. Adams back up. Charlotte. Minio offensive of Reggie.
And let's give Mike and his staff putting that time did not go away from the kids. It's fine, but we're going to be successful. Let's be pounding the running an opportunity in football and his pretty much what he think he's asked him to do. It can do best, and coming off, he's got to be right now with 40 left to go.
I see here up. They're going. To Senate, it will for any point by the Seymour defense. That was the ball.
Now, so you take your ball juggle defense. That's coming, making the stop and hands for defense. Guy Bobby now has a quarterback who plays well, but now that sophomore quarterback takes some offensive play.
Seymour margin on the Cruz answered back with unanswered here. Half a 35-yard goal. Turnover. A score. And that's a returning the kickoff by Gomulinski at the 20-yard line.
Job on this
Pizzuto.
Trying pull up with his arm in there and drag in first time backfield position, but like along 6:32 left.
Let's start it at 23. Rio to the out. Junior running back down.
Come with the again. They this domino carrier. Wildcat, you get a look at near side, please. to a 6-12 lead.
Try tied up in the defense again. 3. The 505-pound backer.
Cavern around the ball carrier trying to get yards on that kick. Seymour right up the 4-yard line.
Now, 7. Tula. Rizio. And close.
Pretty good block. He is very close. You see on the stop ball. Still got on his left.
Just over. Flip. In the football.
Got a number 55. Got the ball carrier. He's got makes a play.
Mel is.
I got a player that you're because he's
and the catch. End of the
he's going to on this. Never made it. There is ball. Tool comes up. Against him. And I read
4th cross lead. Oh, was going
out in the team of players. Got excellent before touchdown. One of the points ball game.
Of the down at
the full here is it a bit be right stop here got a
42. 4th quarter. Point lead. Full of yards.
Two changes over here. 4th down convert. Kept on the. We're not sure. We'll assume both of us here take out. There.
Shot at the
Just tries to light up the gut. He's doing what they're going for. Wildcat. Seymour's going to the South. My money. Staters. This point under. Penalty. They're going to football.
all the end. Your delay.
Unit. They block where they can here. Just kick.
Harris will go. Seymour.
Can get 10 guys.
Newland.
I got 8 right out. Seymour gets through.
Long. Harris. Right. Harris.
Can because going block for 140 left. Gallon.
Lead 15 to go. Minute off. A double pass. Holds it.
Real ultimate
Couple cross and
reception. Throw that is over. John D. Tip. The tip. And
he made
Mike Mountain is football, an outstanding football.
line.
Flag.
Flying towards the step.
An opening. Almost. With Seven came out in the ball game.
A lot of football. Or Holy
by way of yeah, football. But he's got the front that great job. Let's forget.
and through
About it.
he was on just about
And he followed up in
the 20-yard line. Field. The by
Fail your coach. Playoff job, and he just last year. And I time and stay. What he would is your up have control second half of
Jerry Charlie Cross. Jerry had from this coach
school.
had a day protect in Valley. Seymour only to have across the knee. Seymour on to final score. Great Snyder 16. We'll be this. Five Termel. Presentation our first year Claxton player of the
Your girl, you won't have that all over the place. An offensive to do a hell of a.
gotta be.
You did. Coach say to you time you. We thought you had it.
Just said let the team broke did a great